Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Beautifying Blush and Highlighter Palette. If you do want to see a review and a demo, then please keep watching. As a huge favor, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and comment anything down below. I greatly appreciate it. I read all the comments and I'll do my best to reply back. This face palette retails for $75 on Sephora's website and Charlotte Tilbury online. It comes in two different shades, fair medium and medium deep. I purchased the medium deep. I do want to read a little bit about this palette. A dreamy pillow talk palette with 2 blushes and 2 highlighters for the eyes, cheeks, and face. Here's a closer look on what the packaging looks like. It says Pillow Talk Beautifying Face Palette. Right across that, it says Beautifying Blush Plus Glow for Eyes, Cheeks, and Face. Underneath that, it states it in a different language. And then you have the Charlotte Tilbury logo all over. Up at the top, it says Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Medium Deep. On the side of the packaging, there's a little description. On the other side, it says it in a different language. On the back, you have a little description, the ingredients listed, and it states it was made in Italy. On the bottom, it states it has an 18-month shelf life. Here's what the actual blush palette looks like. And then here's what the back looks like. It comes with a mirror. The first shade is called Peachy Rose. It's very soft in the pan. Here's what that shade looks like. This is a matte blush. Ooh, that is super pigmented. I like how that blended out. Next up, we have a Super Glow highlighter in gold. Again, it's super soft in the pan. Here's what that looks like. Here's what the highlighter looks like. Again, very pigmented. That's so pretty. The second highlighter is called a Multi-Glow highlighter in pink gold. Here's what that looks like. That is stunning. These are swatching so beautifully. The last blush shade in this palette is called a Super Blush in Warm Rose. Here's what that looks like. Wow, again, very pigmented. So pretty. Here's what everything looks like swatched on the back of my hand. Taking a clean blush brush, let's dip into the shade in Peachy Rose. Let's see what this looks like. Here's what the first blush shade looks like. This shade is beautiful. Taking a clean highlighter brush, let's see what this shade in gold looks like. This is their Super Glow highlighter. I'm getting a little bit of fallout in the pan. I didn't get much fallout from the blush. Let's see what the highlighter looks like. Here's what the highlighter in gold looks like. It's so pretty. Taking a clean blush brush, let's see what the blush shade in Warm Rose looks like. Here's what the blush shade in Warm Rose looks like. I did have to build it up quite a bit for it to show up. It's not as pigmented as it is in the pan. Now let's see what the Multi-Glow highlighter in pink gold looks like. This highlighter, I'm not getting... Whoa. I'm glad that the highlighter didn't crumble. It's still intact. I'll just have to glue it back. Well, it's not staying at the moment. For $75, that should not happen. As I was saying earlier, I was not getting a ton of fallout from this highlighter shade. Let's see what pink gold looks like. Here's what the Multi-Glow highlighter in pink gold looks like. Again, the highlighter is beautiful. I want to see how the blushes look like applied to the eyes. Taking a clean crease brush, I'm going to dip into the shade in Peachy Rose. Applying this all over my crease, going back and forth, doing windshield wiper motions. That blended out so easily. Doing the same thing on the other side. Swapping my brush for a flat brush, I'm going to dip into the shade in Warm Rose. I'm not getting any pigment on my brush. I really have to dig in. That should not be happening for $75. Finally getting some pigment. Applying this all over my lid. I'm barely getting any pigmentation. Let's see what it looks like using my finger. Here's how much product I have on my finger. Pat this all over the lid. That's a little bit better. Here's what the shade in Warm Rose looks like applied to the eye. It's pretty. Doing the same thing on the other side. Going back in with that same brush, I'm going to dip into the shade in Pink Gold. Pack this in the center of my lid. That looks so pretty. Again, doing the same thing on the other side. Using that same brush, I'm going to dip into the Super Glow highlighter in Gold. Apply this in my inner corner. I like how that looks. Here's how the eyes turned out. For mascara, I'm going to apply the Lancome Monstore Big Mascara. For lips, I'm going to apply the Too Faced Hangover RX Pillow Balm in the shade Vanilla Kiss. Here's what everything looks like. My final thoughts on this blush and highlighter palette is that I don't think it's worth the $75. These two blushes aren't as pigmented as it is in the pan. This formula is pressed in very tightly in the pan. I'm not able to pick up a lot of product on my blush brushes or my eyeshadow brushes. Let me know in the comments down below if you plan on picking this up for yourself or for a loved one. If you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.